Hey everyone, it's Laura at Hyperstamper. I just finished another Christmas journal, and this was one I've been kind of saving because it is just so precious. I was going to keep it for myself for Christmas journal, but I did find one similar to it, so I have a Christmas Carol journal for myself. But this one is a 1935 edition, and look at the stunning cover on this. It's really beautiful. The spine here was a little torn, but I've done some mending from the inside. And I added this vintage gold necklace here, and you can take that off the pin and wear that if you want, or just leave it as decoration. I just thought it matched the gold embossing so beautifully on the cover. This beautiful wreath, Charles Dickens. So let's take a look on the inside of this beautiful book. It's got the original book plate in here. 1937 was the date that it was purchased by the public library here. And I love that it has the original public library stamps, and you will notice at the back is the original public library card that you can pull out, and that's really special. That's one of the oldest ones I've ever seen for myself, and just I believe this was also put in by the library. So the original first page here, the publishing date 1935, and then the original first page of the story here. There's Scrooge. Oh, I just love it so much. Here is a great magazine page from the 50s, all about Christmas, and everything in here is authentic Christmas antique and vintage ephemera. Every single page, every insert, it's all Christmas themed, which is pretty cool. No commercial papers or products in here whatsoever. It's all authentic. So it's a wonderful little journey through history. This is from the 50s here. It's a litho, and it is it would have been a postcard that children, and somebody did, colored it, and then you would send it out. Isn't that fun? I've not seen any of these. I acquired 2 of them, and I was really pleased. This is from a vintage botanical book, and it's got these wonderful pine trees. Vintage school book page here. And this is from the 30s, the first snow. I just love it. Kids in the train there going through the countryside. Here's another wonderful 1950s magazine page, and it's got the Christmas themes here, and this wonderful little deer family here. And then this page here, even Snowman's Resolution. This I found inside a book. So many books, 100 years ago, to get a book for Christmas was a big deal. So this was a Christmas present from 1934, and I just love that from a different book I have. And then I put a little hidden journaling spot, up here, and I turned this wonderful silhouette from a 1925 book into a journaling spot with antique paper on the back. And then on this side, did the same here. And this is an 1889 little piece here from a ledger. And I put in a vintage Christmas napkin in there, which I thought was really fun. This is a recipe from the 50s as well. Snowball pudding. Yum, I think. And just a little plate from a book that was part of another Christmas themed page. Tiny Tim from 1930s. And look at this. This is so cool. This postcard here is from the early 1900s, and it's got this fuzzy embossed, and I've seen this actually quite a bit, and I'm dying to find out how they made this, but I love it. It's fuzzy. Can you hear that? And it's so pretty. And then it's got the message here on the back, and that went to Lancaster, New York. And then I've got this 102-year-old banknote here, and I picked it because red and green. Super theme. And then this one here is just another little Christmas page from a 1940s children's book about Christmas, and little girls and boys are making Christmas cards. Oh, wonderful. Oh, so sweet. I hand stamped a Christmas tree there. This is an antique book that I just could not save. It was a library book, so I kept the library tag on there, and I put this vintage picture here from a teacher's manual. So there's a journaling spot here, and then you turn the page, and that's from the 1800s there. Snow. And then I left the original first pages of the book here throughout. Little library book page here. This is from 1945. And then a 50-year-old Christmas card in there that you can journal in as well. Cool. 1950s magazine page there, Christmas themed. Vintage wallpaper piece here I turned into a pocket. And then this awesome magazine page here. Look at that. That's fabulous. I love it so much. So you can have so much fun reading these. This page here is from A Christmas Carol from this book. turn this into a pocket. This is really cool, from 1925, and these are all the little children here. Good children, naughty children, so on and so forth. Kind of fun. And then I turned this 1930s children's book page into a little journaling spot, antique paper on both sides of that. Pocket here. And 1950s bingo card, original, 12/25 for December 25th. There's a beautiful deer, just epic Christmas iconic image. More children having fun from a vintage children's book. Home for Christmas antique book page here. There's a little hand stamping there. Magazine pages. A 1905 botanical book here with the pine cones, pine trees. Not lovely. And then this is a vintage 1950s vintage Christmas wrapping paper. Fun on Ice, that's from a 1955 book. And then two wonderful little musics here. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem, Silent Night. And then here we have Jesus, Tender Shepherd. And then Shepherds and the Star here. More fun in the snow. Aw, this is another really fun 1950s piece. All aboard for Christmas cookies. They're great. And then Christmas decor on the other side. That's so much fun. Lots of pops of color there. This is from the original. No, this is actually from another. No, is it from this one? Yes, it is from this one. Apologies. And I stamped the cardinal on there. This is from another antique book about Christmas. This is actually, as you can see from the other side, a vintage doily. It's hard to find vintage doilies, and this one is Christmas themed. How lucky was that? Look at this one. This is really cool. That is from a magazine from the 1950s. Isn't that great? It's so old. It's so cool. And yeah, the last bits here, I put some beautiful crochet in here, and I put another wonderful children's book page here with the weather chart. And that brings us to the end of the book with those wonderful library cards. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. It's going in my Etsy shop now, hyperstamper.etsy.com. I hope you come back soon, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.